Ethan worked part-time at a small hospital to pay for his studies. He was quiet, humble, and rarely noticed, except by one person, Lena, a kind nurse who always greeted him warmly. She treated him like an equal, never caring about his worn-out clothes or tired eyes. He admired her from afar, secretly wishing to talk to her beyond the polite smiles they shared in the hallways. One evening, as the hospital was quiet and golden sunlight filtered through the windows, he saw her sitting outside feeding birds. His heart raced as he gathered courage to speak. Nervously clutching his hands, he said, "Lena, I know this might sound crazy, but would you be my date to the college dance?" For a moment she was surprised, but then smiled, soft and genuine. "That's the sweetest thing anyone's asked me in a long time," she said. "Yes, I'd love to go." Ethan walked away dazed with joy, unaware that Lena was not just a nurse, but the daughter of one of the wealthiest CEOs in the country. The night of the dance arrived, and Ethan did his best to look presentable. He wore his only suit and carried a single daisy as a token of gratitude. When Lena entered the hall in a beautiful blue gown, everyone turned. She looked like a dream, and Ethan felt both proud and unworthy. Students whispered, wondering why she was with him, but Lena ignored them. She smiled at Ethan as if no one else existed. They danced slowly, laughing and talking. Ethan confessed how nervous he had been, and she told him that what mattered wasn't status or money, it was kindness. For a few magical hours, he forgot who he was. The world melted into music and light, and he felt something he hadn't in years, belonging. Unseen by him, Lena's phone buzzed repeatedly with messages from her father's assistant, reminding her she had missed the family gala. But she didn't care. That night, she had chosen simplicity over luxury. A few days later, Ethan returned to the hospital to see her again. He expected the same smile that had changed his week, but instead found flashing cameras and luxury cars parked outside. Confused, he stepped closer and froze. Lena was there, stepping out of a limousine in a designer gown beside an older man. Reporters called out, "Mr. Hemsley, over here." Ethan's heart sank as realization hit. She was Lena Hemsley, the CEO's daughter. His chest tightened, he turned to leave quietly. But Lena saw him and ran toward him, ignoring the photographers. "Ethan, wait," she said breathlessly. "I was going to tell you, I just wanted one night where I wasn't the CEO's daughter." Ethan gave a sad smile. "You didn't have to hide who you were. I just wish I'd known." Tears welled in her eyes as she said softly, "The only world I care about is the one where someone sees me for me." For a long moment, they stood in silence, surrounded by noise yet completely alone. Ethan finally took a step back and whispered, "Then I'm glad I asked." He walked away quietly, leaving behind a night that would forever live in both their hearts, proof that love, even when short-lived, could bridge two worlds for a moment in time.